Hiya Libra, welcome to your Astroflower reading. Three of Swords, the general energy coming through, the general message. What is that all about? I didn't see that coming. What is that about? Let's get a feeling on that straight away. No, it's not so bad. You know, obviously some people could be going through split up relationships and emotions could be difficult and stuff like that at the moment in general. That could well be for you. But the overall message that's coming through from here is like you're the captain of your ship. And if you put your emotions or your heart into danger, you got to own those risks. You got to take responsibility for it in a way. And I don't necessarily think that it has to be this way. It's going to be really interesting to see how it sort of flows out of this. This is the Astroflower. Welcome to the Astroflower. This is your relationship side. This is your financial sort of side of life. If you're already part of the Astroflower, thank you very much for your support for this channel. If you want to support this channel, it's very easy to do. All you need to do is subscribe and click that bell. It'd be beautiful if you did. So let's just see what's going on with the karmic message here for your relationship side. Don't get caught up on other people's hang-ups. Yeah, you can't take responsibility for everybody. You can't take responsibility for anybody really until you take responsibility for yourself. And I think this week here is really pushing things through and don't be emotionally attached to anything really. Just enjoy it. Don't be emotionally attached with life. Two of Wands, preparing that journey, and this is to do with relationships. This could be to do with your couple. This could be to do with your family, your friends, your community. And I think here is in that changing you, because I think you're going through a major transformation at the moment, Libra. Understanding a lot of things, if I've seen well in your monthly readings, which will be linked at the end of this video, but also in your weekly readings as well. It's seen, we can see that you are on a major transformation. And this week here, I think it's a case of putting things into place, being a little bit emotionally detached from things, which will stop you from having that sort of heartache or complication or pain, as it were, emotional pain. Planning things will be very good. If you plan things, then you can turn around and sort of say to people, can't come, sorry, I do apologize because I'm doing this. Or, yeah, no, I'd love to come. That'd be beautiful. What have we got to do? How are we going to do this? And everything like that. So planning things, I think, is really good for getting involved in the relationships that are around you. Let's just see what's going on with the universe here, how that is influencing your karmic message. People, will love you, and you will love people. And it's like sometimes those people may be holding you back. And as much as you love them, it's probably best that if you just go ahead and reach for your dreams, reach for your ultimate goals. Okay. Already 2 threes on the table. And we've got the 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands. It is a progressional thing. Don't hold back. Don't procrastinate about what's going on. There's a 2 of Pentacles at the bottom there. This is quite mad for you. There's a lot of decisions that need to be made, or not necessarily decisions, but to following your path. Don't procrastinate. And this is what the universe is trying to sort of help you to do. They're trying to kind of go, nothing's here. Come on, move on, move on, move on. And I would move on if I was you. Be your greater self. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence your karmic message. They're almost talking to the caterpillar saying, It's now time to come out your chrysalis, butterfly. They're to do with timing. They're sort of kind of now is the time. Hierophant. Marrying life, basically. Marrying with people around you that not only give you joy, but you can give joy too. And it is the understanding of how this goes about and how this comes into place is the power of the Hierophant. It's a very religious card, and it's a case of going from one step to another step to another step, and that's what that staircase is all about. And it's a straight staircase as well, so it's putting into perspective or understanding the lessons that you've learned in your life, which lead you to that star, that happiness, that joy. And in the end, you realize you don't have to keep running up and down that staircase in order to get it. You just need to be. And I think this is like, they're recognizing this, your guides, and they're recognizing new phases coming into your life. And it's falling in love with life, I think, and marrying life, basically. Let's just see how the guides are influencing the conversation that is within you. Opening up to people that you never really opened up to. And appreciating others in ways that you've never appreciated them before, like seeing them in a different light. 10 of Pentacles. This is really nice on your relationship side. You are humdinging it. This is why I think this 3 of Swords here is not necessarily sort of like a heartache and everything like that. It's sort of saying, if you want to avoid heartache, this is what you got to do. Plan for that journey. Make sure things are really in their place. Don't procrastinate. Go ahead, go forward, and understand that you have everything that is within you to get there. Yeah, and you will have that abundance. And that's what those guides, when they're talking to you, were sort of saying, look at this, you got this. See these people here. Look at this connection you have with this person. You didn't realize that. That person there might turn around and say, I love, curling. And you turn around and say, yeah, great, I love it as well. Or I love tennis. And kind of go, really? There's a tennis tournament down the road. And you didn't know the person loved tennis and you love tennis. And so, it's connecting with people in different ways and realizing you've got everything at your fingertips within regards to relationships. Let's just see what's going on the money side of life. What is that karmic message? Open the floodgates, because here comes success. It's a new cycle. It's really, as I was saying, there was a lot of choices for you, and it's following that evident path. And I think here is exactly that. It's that new cycle. It's really abundance is coming in for you. When you notice this over the last sort of 3 or 4 weeks, there's no doubt about it. There's a change of tack. There's a change of direction in your life, which is very fortuitous. Let's just see how the universe is guiding that sort of new cycle. They're providing a lot of seeds, a lot of opportunities for you. And I would seize upon them. As time goes on, though, you might be a little bit more discerning about what seed you accept. But at the moment, I would certainly take all seeds. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to plant them as yet, but certainly I would take all seeds. If that's not a seed growing, I don't know what is. They're offering you that marrying, that both sides, that body, mind and spirit. And that's what the August readings were all about, is marrying both sides. And it seems like on the financial side here, that you're giving birth to an aspect of your life. And this is what the universe wants you to do, because they want success for you in order for you to be in a position so you can help the universe, help the world, help people that are around you just by being who you are. You know, let's just see how the guides are influencing that karmic message. There's so much to discover. As you change tack, it's like there's a whole new landscape or a whole new vegetation to understand. It's like going from, say, like living in the UK, in England, where it's not tropical, and then going to a tropical zone. Bananas do not grow in the UK, you know, so you're not going to get them. But they do grow in tropical areas. But then again, you're not going to get cabbages in tropical areas. Well, you might well do, but you know, you understand what I mean? So there's like, when you change that tack, all of a sudden there's a whole new environment to get your head round. And it's like your guides are sort of looking at things and kind of going, look at that, look at this, look at that. Okay, what is this? And trying to unpack those seeds given by the universe to you. Look at this. This is all to do with transition. 4 of Wands. So you've now got the 2, 3, 4 of Wands. Absolutely brilliant. It'd be nice if you had the 5 and the 6 of Wands, really. Let's be honest. Yeah, but they're taking you through a port. It is to do with marriage. Funny thing is Hierophant is also to do with marriage. And look at this on this here. It's maybe this here is kind of sort of saying, don't torture yourself anymore. Get married. That could be for some of you. Or just marry life. You know, go through that portal. Make life a celebration. It should be fun. Look at these two. They're having loads of fun. This is so contradictory to the overall energy that's coming through. And I think the overall energy is sort of kind of saying, don't worry about your heart. The universe seems to have your back here. Let's just see how your guides are influencing the conversation that is within you. Chatty, chatty, chatty. Networking is the queen and the king. So it's all about making those connections at the moment still. I think this is coming in your reading over the last 3 weeks, actually. Each week there seems to be a thing about sort of networking. You're still on that sort of phase there. I think it's probably going to come to an end next week. So you should be reaping a lot as well from next week. A lot of harvesting going on as you start into the new cycle. As you harvest the fruits from your fields, you're making the field free in order to start a new cycle, if you know what I mean. And you're going through that transition at the moment because you are moving into your autumn period, and you're pretty much into your autumn period. And that is a good time. That's why we have the harvest festival at the end in October, because we've harvested everything. So, you know, you're going through that process there of, you know, connecting and networking. Is that one card? Yeah. Tower. So yeah, this is exactly what I mean about towers. Don't necessarily have to be a bad thing, but it's realizing what doesn't work for you and just get a shot of it. Let it go from your life. And that may, that may be the trouble there. That may be the trouble, and that may cause a bit of procrastination in your life as well. So I'd be wary of that procrastination. I wouldn't be worried about cutting things out of your life, because it's actually going to cause you a lot less heartache in the long run. Okay? And this is where your guides here is sort of saying to you, you don't need that, leave it, chuck it out. Put a bit of pressure on the outside world rather than the outside world putting a bit of pressure on you. Yeah? Okay, let's see what the overall outcome is, because I'm really interested to see where this is going. It's like you've been on a long journey and you've spotted land 3 or 4 weeks ago, and it's as if like you're now coming into the bay and you're lowering anchor. You're really arriving, which ties into the 3 of Wands as well. Really arriving, and that's when the leap of faith is going to happen. So trusting in the fact that you've been down the journey, there's still a long journey to do in life, but this is a moment where you can profit from what your choices have done or your pathway that you have followed down. And actually now it's because it's gradually installing in your life. It's having that leap of faith of saying, I can let go of these things. It's like when you go from one side to a river to the other, you've got to let go of that side of the river in order to grab hold of the other side of the river. And that's what that Tower moment is about. It's letting go of that thing, let it fall so you can grab it. And that's having faith in yourself in doing it, which sometimes can be difficult for you, sort of Libra, let's got to be honest. But it's overall, it's a beautiful outcome. That Three of Swords is more of a case of a warning, saying if you want to avoid heartache, this is what you need to do. If you want to avoid emotional or even financial instability, this is what you need to do. Okay, so there's plenty of links in the description below to understand the Astroflower, because the Astroflower is there. It's not just about reading cards. It's about trying to help you get the best out of life, no matter what the situation. Okay, if you want to support this channel, and it would be much appreciated, subscribing and clicking the bell. It's very simple. It doesn't cost you anything. You know, and you will get more and more videos. We will be doing more videos on Monday, Tuesdays and Wednesdays now, according to the greater aspect of the Astroflower. All the mechanics that go in behind making up the 30 years of work that's gone into creating this Astroflower project. Okay, in the meantime, Libra, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.